Welcome back to my channel. This is another ASMR energy blocking, and today the topic is going to be about releasing negative self-talk and stepping into positive self-talk and positive thoughts. So if you think that's something that might help you, if you're not already subscribed, then please hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. And let's jump into the energy blocking. So, I believe that you've been struggling with negative thoughts and negative self-talk. And I want you to know that I understand, because this is something that I struggled with for a very long time. I know sometimes it can feel, it certainly did for me, like I was at the mercy of my brain. And I want you to know that it is possible to release those thoughts, and so we are going to work on plucking those thoughts out today. So I want you to allow any of those thoughts that you've been experiencing to come to the surface. It's a beautiful thing to be able to let go of these negative thoughts, but that does not mean pushing them away. If they are there and you can feel them close, then just let them in. Just let yourself just observe them. Just let yourself be an observer of these thoughts from an objective perspective. So you're going to allow yourself to see what that thought is. And as you look at it, you're going to become aware that you don't need that thought. That thought absolutely does not define you. You're not going to fight it or argue with it, because you have nothing to prove to this thought. Because this thought is a thought that does not need to be here, because it absolutely does not serve you. And so I want you to allow those thoughts to come to you. If they're thoughts that you have been experiencing quite frequently, and that is where we are going to recognize that we do not need this thought, and that it is completely safe, absolutely and completely safe for you to take this thought and pluck it out. I know that sometimes it can feel like we need to think these negative thoughts. Sometimes we're afraid of what might happen if we don't think them. What if they're true? What if they're real? They're not real. And you don't have to prove to anybody that you are worthy. There is no one and nothing that you need to prove it to, which is why you don't need to worry that it might be the truth, because you inherently have incredible worth. Your worth is inherent, and you don't need to do anything in order to be worthy. You are worthy because you are who you are. You are worthy because you exist. Because you are an individual with a beautiful soul. With passions and dreams. And you are here for a reason. Just by being who you are makes you worthy. There is nothing that you need to do to be worthy. And these thoughts are not aligned with that truth, which is why we are plucking them out and letting them go, because you don't need them. That is why we are making this conscious decision, conscious effort to release them. You don't need to fight them. You don't need to be angry that they are there. All we are going to do is take each one of those thoughts right from the root, and we are going to pluck it out. because it is not serving you, because it doesn't need to be there, because it is not who you are, because it is not your truth, because any thought that doesn't encompass your beauty and the fullness of your worth is not a thought that needs to be there. It's not a thought that's true, and it's not a thought that is deserving of the incredible person who you are, and the incredible person who you are stepping into being, the amazing version of yourself that you are now, the amazing version of yourself that you are also stepping into. So I want you to allow yourself to release these thoughts, not with anger, not by pushing them away, by allowing yourself to see them and to recognize that they are not your truth, and that you don't have to engage with them, that you don't have to listen to them, that it is okay to release them, to let them go. You can even thank them for reminding you that they do not represent your truth. Sometimes some of our negative thoughts have worked in the past. Maybe they've kept us from harm. Maybe they've shielded us in some ways, but quite often those thoughts, they outlive their purpose, and they then become detrimental. And many of the negative thoughts we have never served any purpose at all. And it is completely okay, not only okay, but a good thing, a beautiful thing to release them. Because when you allow yourself, when you give yourself permission to let go of this negative self-talk, to let go of this self-criticism, of this unkindness that you show towards yourself, it allows you to step up, to step into who you really are. And when you step into the person who you really are, incredible things happen. You do incredible things, you achieve incredible things, and your worth is absolutely not predicated on what it is that you do achieve, but it is a beautiful thing when you step out into the world, being the absolute authentic version of yourself, because that is who you came here to be. And so we are plucking out any of those thoughts that relate to that negative self-talk. And as we pluck out these thoughts, I want you to allow the positive thoughts to come in. Positive self-talk. I want to remind you, and for you to remind yourself, that it's helpful for you to create that relationship with yourself that supports you, that you deserve that. And it's okay to treat yourself objectively, to treat yourself as if the most important thing in the world, as if the most important job you have in the world is to support you as you go through your life, because realistically, it is. That is the most important thing that you will ever do. Because when you support yourself the way you deserve to be supported, when you love yourself the way that you deserve to be loved, then you will have that support and that love from yourself that will help you to do all of the things that matter to you, that will have such an incredible impact on yourself, on your life, on the people around you. So I want you to allow those thoughts to come into your mind. As we pluck out the negative ones, I want you to allow those positive thoughts of love and support that you can show to yourself to just drift into your experience. So as we pluck out the negative thoughts that we don't need, we are also going to allow in these thoughts of love and support that you so deserve. So we are just going to pluck out those last negative thoughts that are just clinging on there for dear life, because they know that they're not going to last, because they know that we're plucking them out and releasing them in this beautiful way. With love and light, we are going to release them, and that is going to leave beautiful room for the thoughts that support you and for the thoughts that deserve you. So we're just at the end, so if you would like to leave a comment down below, that'd be great. If you'd like to give me any topics for sort of ASMR plucking or ASMR in general, then leave them in the comments as well. I am launching my group program. My group program isn't about ASMR specifically, but it's basically, it relates to belief, so it's about stepping up, it's about allowing yourself to be your authentic self and to step up into that. So it's about looking at confidence, self-love, and a massive part of it is self-talk, positive self-talk versus negative self-talk, and releasing all of that, all of those negative thoughts, and learning how to really love yourself and stepping into that and allowing all of those beautiful results to come in. It's based on online material and an online course, but the group program element of it is basically going to be, I'm planning to basically do it through voice messages, through a particular app. We'll be voice messaging, which means that we'll be really involved in those voice messages in that group every single day, so it'll be really intensive. But it also means that there are nothing is scheduled, so it means that it's way more supported, but it's also not scheduled like once, 2 or 3 times a week, because we'll just be in and out of that every day. So if that sounds like something that might fit with you, or something that you want, then I'm going to leave the link to that in the description below, and you can check it out. DM me if it sounds like it's of interest. Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. I'm going to leave my Instagram handle down below as well, and I will see you in the next video.